evening, everybody. Welcome to Soul Fulfilling. My name is Rickie Byars, and I'm joined this evening by my distinguished colleague and beautiful son, facilitator, co-facilitator, Life Coach Ade.
Hey, Rickie,
Yes.
how are you?
Hey, I am good. I am so good. And I have learned how to put on the do not disturb sign. So I got it.
Nice.
Man, how long? How long? How
How
long will it be
long?
till you learn how to do what you do? Wait a minute, where is it? You know, the
Right.
camera is different. So anyway,
Y-
all right, there it
Yes.
is. Yes, yes. So Kimberly Lovelace, you get it, baby. She was in the room first.
Mhm.
Come on in. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you, Jeff Noose, for being here with us on sound,
Yes.
keeping us sounding real good. Soul fulfilling, soulful conversations. Come on. Get your water, get your tea.
Yes, yes.
Wine heads, get your little wine. A little sherry. Oh, yeah. Listen, what kept me sad was the story in my head about what I never had and what I never said. But I can sing a song the flowers gave to me. It helps me to be strong. It helps me to be free. Now when I'm walking with you, walking with God, when I'm talking with you, talking with God, when I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. And if God is all there is, then everything is God. Oh. There is a road, a journey we must take, and it starts from within. It's just a thought away, and I can sing a song the Spirit gives to me, and it helps me to be strong. It helps me to be free. Now when I'm walking with you, walking with God, Ross, when I'm talking with you, talking with God, when I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. And if God is all there is, then everything is God. And when I'm laughing with you, I'm laughing with God. When I'm crying with you, I'm crying with God. In the arms of my friend, I'm in the arms of God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. Let me take a deep breath. Ashe. I remember the story about that song and when it came. And I was at a meditation retreat and I wanted something to happen. I always make space in case nothing happened, but I wanted something to happen, and nothing had happened. Nothing. Well, something had happened in that I'd been sitting in meditation, and just in the I'd been sitting in the silence, and I'd been sitting in the silence. My mind was always challenged with the process, but I sat anyway, and so on the third day, I think we came in on a Friday night, and you're there Saturday, and you're there. Or we started on Thursday, some kind of way. We did, it was like a night, all day, a night, and the next day. Okay. And so I was like, getting close to that last day.
It's like, wait.
Wasn't nothing happening. And I don't take music for granted like that. Like I know the baby is coming. But it might not make it before it's over. And I wanted to negate it. I was like, well, hey, if it comes, it comes. I got all these songs that I've written. And, so if it doesn't come, it just doesn't come. And there was a beautiful woman that was on the retreat, and she had some psychic abilities. And she said, she would write on a little piece of paper, and she would. It was a silent retreat, so she wrote on paper. But silent retreats be about loud as they can get. So anyway, she wrote a note on the paper, and then she said, "The flowers have a song to give to you. Just receive it inside." And I said, "Thank you very much." I took her little note. I said, "The flowers got something to give to me." And that space right there, where you don't know what I'm going to say next, it's kind of like the space when you don't know what to do next, when you're wondering which way to go and how you're going to get out of this funk, how you're going to rise up out of this chaos. It was that spot. And I had to surrender to it. I just had to let go into it. As the flowers are giving it to me. I'm thankful. And then I went to the piano, and it was like, what kept me sad was the story in my head about what I never had and what I never said. But I can sing a song the flowers gave to me. It helps me to be strong. It helps me to be free. When I'm walking with you, I'm walking with God. Like anything I sing is God. Anything I'm singing is God. So I just let go. When I'm talking with you, I'm talking with God. When I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. Like I ain't got to sit for 3 days to touch God. That's what the song revealed. It's like you in it, like you swimming in it. It's everything. It's everything. And the song was so triumphant because it was like, yeah. And it was hard to get to in that method, but because I guess, I just made the most of it because it don't always look like what we want it to look like. We ain't always driving that superstar womanizing car that Jeff News has. Paid a lot of money for that red sports car. We don't always have that, you know. We don't have things that we don't. The material, the blah, blah, we don't always have things looking like they need to look. The insurance plan, how what am I going to have when I get older? What kind of money? What is my resource? Hey, we're swimming in it. Mm-hmm. We're swimming in it. And I'm just thankful for that song, because when the flowers gave me, when I'm walking with you, I'm walking with God. When I'm talking with you, that didn't sound deep, but it's the truth. I'm talking with God. When I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. People, if God is all there is, then everything is God. And so we allow it to be. Ashe.
Yes.
Ooh, God is my resource and my source. Nancy, hi, glad I saw this. Welcome, Nancy. Cheryl, Janice Morel, hey. Suzanne Gray, I'm so glad you joined us. Gordon, come on in. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Tavia, my sister, you on the drums. Bradley. And then Maxine, my dear homie with the big head ski. Maxine, I love you. And Gwen Moore, Rosalind, Jennifer, welcome. Welcome all y'all. Marion Lewis, a.k.a. Beloved Sue Lingo, Cheryl, and others are coming in right now. So I'm thankful that everybody's coming in. Even if you don't come in the chat, it's okay. It's not a condition that you show up there. It's just like we're recognizing the folks who are here. I remember you, Nancy. I missed you too. Welcome into the B Hood on a Wednesday night for Soul Fulfilling. So how you doing, my brother?
I'm good.
My son.
It's been an interesting 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to bring my body to the space that you're talking about. Yeah. And they're just like, come on, you got a show to do. But it's today was just amazing. I woke up to 3 requests for either an interview, a coaching client. Somebody invited me to a service on Sunday. Reverend Tandy, which in South Africa. Mm-hmm. We've been talking about me doing some work with them over there. And then later on had another email of somebody wanted to do an interview with me. It was just like, I was like, just stuff coming, and it's like and then of course I had other things I was doing, but just recognizing, you talk the space that you talked about. It's like, as I was listening to you, is if we can learn to just trust the space, because there's this is how things are. This is how I want them to be. Oh my God, I don't like how it is. I hope I can get over there. What's it going to take for me to get over there? But if I could just spend more time in the space, I love what you did there when you said, when you don't know what I'm going to say next, because you paused. Mm-hmm. And then everybody, if those of us who listen to you would have to just stop. But that's not something that, it's almost like not encouraged, just discouraged. It's like, say something. Mm-hmm. We're listening. But in that space, everything is happening. Mm-hmm. And today I felt like that. It's like the space was just resourcing me while I was sleeping, and bringing myself back to that space even more on a regular basis. Like, it's okay if I don't have anything to say. It's okay if I don't know what to do. It really is okay, because that space could be just where I need to be. So I need to learn to make space with the space and make
Yeah.
space for the space.
Make space
So
for
the
the space.
yes, right, exactly. So I can be delivered by the space and I can deliver the space.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I just love how you captured that and really made it real. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm grateful. In a few hours after the show, I'm going to try and squeeze some sleep in, and then head into London to be with my father for the weekend. And my coach is at 8:30, and I'm like, "Who booked that?" I did. And my dad said, "Don't miss the coach. Don't miss it. Don't miss it." He's so excited, looking forward to me coming. So it's like, okay, extra pressure, as if I need one. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Well, you know that song where it goes like, what was it? Oh, wait a minute. You're still a young man, baby. Ooh, don't waste your time. You know that? You're still a young man, baby. Ooh, don't waste your time. Something like that. But anyway, you're still a young man. You can do this.
I got it.
You get a little older. You got to make a little bit more time. But you still a little whippersnapper. You can do it.
Once I get up, I'm fine. Getting up is the thing. Once I get up, just like I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's a ride, so I can. What they say, get some shut eye in on the way there.
yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, you will, and we find a way around it. It's something that you have to do. Walter Russell, in one of his great books, he says that which I must. The question was like, well, how did you do all those things? Like you came up with the cooperative model for real estate, New York City, cooperative housing. Walter Russell brought a lot of that. Now, cooperative housing was happening in other cultures, of course, but the way it showed up in America, in New York at that time, was very original for what they were doing before then. And he says, and he was a sculptor. He was a lot of things. He was a really brilliant man. And I loved reading the works of Walter Russell. But in this particular book, this is a book by Glenn Clark. That Glenn Clark wrote about Walter Russell. I can't think of the name of the book right now. But anyway, in it, Walter says, the way he does things that are really, wake up, Ade, you going to sleep?
No. I was Googling the book.
Okay.
I was doing my part. I was filling in the space.
Wake up. What?
You saw me. I just opened another tab and pull it up.
Do something. Shake it. You can't. But he said, that which I must do, I will desire to do. That which I must do, I will desire to do. If there's something that you have to do and you can't get out of it, it's yours to do. They made you the trustee. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Everybody else didn't want to do it, but or they wanted to do it, but you were the one that was chosen. That which I must do, I will desire to do.
Yes.
And bring my best to it. And that's the way I did a whole lot of things. And that's the way I still do it. If it's going to be a little difficult. But now, not so much. My days are quite different than they were when I was your age, when I was, a couple of weeks ago. It was just different. Hormones, everything. Everything shifts with time. And then you get to a space where in myself right now, I put it on my journey. I don't know that it's happening on everybody's journey on the thread. I know there are a lot of people that are around, many of the people in the thread are younger than me. And then there are some that are around my age. But there's something that's happened in my life where all that angst, and a lot of that stuff is not here.
Right.
It's not around me. And it doesn't mean that I don't get stuff tapping me on my head. Because because I'm a composer, I'm an artist, and I'm here for God. So while I'm here on the earth, it's going to be things for me to work out. The periods that I'm going to have to find my way, just like everybody else. But I find that a lot of the other very energetic patterns where I was going all the time and creating all the time and doing all the time, because I had a job or a position in a spiritual community where everything is coming at you, and you have these expectations and the things to do, and I did them with joy, but not having that anymore, not like that. It's a whole nother thing where I get to call my own shot. And like I say, I don't have a job. I have a purpose. I have an invitation to show up as myself and to shine.
Right.
Or share,
Yes. Shine, share, soulfully.
Yeah. Shine and share. And sharing don't always mean talking. Yeah. Sometimes sharing is just love. Just showing up as love. And allowing people to be who they are. That's growth for Rickie. I'm here to tell you. We be fixing it.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear you.
Yeah.
So there's a comment in here where Kimberly, I think she said, Rickie, he's too young when you're singing that song. I thought that was funny.
Oh my God. I know some cougars, bro.
And Kimberly,
what's a whippersnapper?
What's a whippersnapper?
A young thing.
We do have a request from Reverend Kevin Ross.
I have been meaning to call Reverend Kevin Ross. So I want you to know you're getting a phone call from me. And I actually sang one for him last week. And that was and I will sing another one for Reverend Charles. And our hearts go out to you and your whole community, because when a musician, an artist of the level of Reverend Charles, when they make their transition, it's there's a big space.
Yeah.
That's created there. And when Johann Sebastian Bach died, the great Johann Sebastian Bach, when he died, there was an ad in the paper that says we'll be needing a new organ player. I mean, that's it. Not that, he's a genius. He done wrote all this music for church like I did. Like somebody told me, a great musician named Howard Johnson, when I told him what I did for Agape, in the old days. I said, so I'm writing these songs and the choir does them. He says, oh, that's like Johann Sebastian Bach. He did that. He would write songs for the church. He would do it. He would create for his spiritual community. He gave everything to it. He was not famous in his time. He was not known famous. But, he wasn't Joe Dispenza. He wasn't none of them. He wasn't Sue Morter. He wasn't Ellen DeGeneres, wasn't Oprah, wasn't nobody. He was Rickie. Rickie might have even had a little bit more than Johann, because in those days the world was smaller and the reach was not quite. But the deal is that when he died, there was no big to-do about him. This is one of the greatest composers of Europe. His children would become famous long before he did. He didn't become famous, until like 200 or 300 years after maybe 200 years after he passed, But he was right. He was a writing fool. But when he died, they said we'll be needing another choir director.
Next. Yeah.
Next. They didn't have time to give the props. They didn't take the time. And Rev Kev was very close to Reverend Charles. They were like that. They were brothers, man. These young men in their ministry at Unity of Sacramento. And so I'm blessing you, and I will do a song. You know the song I'm going to do for you, Reverend Kev? One of your faves. You talked about it on Oprah. I just wish you had sung a little bit more of it. Could have made a little bit more money. That was a joke.
Many a truth are spoken in jest.
But this is a song that he loves, his family loves, and when his baby was being born, his babies were being born, they were playing this song. He's got 3 beautiful children. I don't know if he played it every time, but I know he played it with that first baby. Love, be encouraged, love. We'll see you through, love. Be the first to love and fill your heart with love and be about it. And sing a song about love. Never doubt that love, full dimensional love, is our shelter now and always. Love, before and after love. Love, love gives you courage. Love mends your heart. Love, it's the best thing. Love, you can't go wrong with love, because it's eternal love and it has no end. Love, so stand on up for love. Inspirational love is our shelter now and always. Love, before and after love. Love, love, be encouraged. Love will see you through. Be the first to fill your heart with a be about it. And sing a song about love. Never doubt that love, all conditional love, is our shelter now and always. Love, before and after love. Love, love one another. Love your brother. Love your sister. Love your enemy. One another. Oh, it's alright. Stand on up for love. Unconditional love is our shelter now and always. Love, before and after love. Love, love, love. Oh, God made us to love. Oh, love. Oh, the Holy Spirit love. I believe it will be sooner, but you will also be famous in 300 years and beyond. Hey, Mickey, I love you. You know, as long as they're singing something that makes them feel the power of the Holy Spirit inside the soul. Nikki Harris's mother, Ann, passed on. Safi and Yavin and all the kids, their mother, Mama Sali. If you had loved ones that passed on, we're lifting their names up high right now. Or those who are making their way over. It's a process. It's a ritual. Hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I honor those who came before us. those who prayed and cared for me, those who dwell in liberation, who permit me now to speak. I call upon our great ancestors. Show me how to love and fill my heart with words of inspiration, and embrace me as I heal. We honor those who worked and walked and built and bled and died for me, us, to stand and sing in celebration, and to stand till all are free. Great and mighty Holy Spirit, present now, and you have shown me that present you will be forever. Speak to me, live through my song. Ashe, ashe, oh. Ashe, ashe, oh. Ashe, ashe, oh. Ashe, ashe, oh. Rest in peace, Reverend Charles. Ruby Butler. March. Margaret. Isn't life wonderful?
Yes, indeed.
Isn't life grand?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Billy.
And that's a good compliment from Billy.
My granddaughter's in town. My first grandbaby. And it's so funny because when she was born, there was a lot of drama, but there was a lot of joy because this baby was coming. And now she's 18. And man, we've been hanging out today, having such a great time. It's like I never had that kind of relationship with her like I have today. She came in town on Monday, and it's just been like that. That girl so much like me. Oh my God. She's so much like me. I mean, she's got the Muldrow body. She got that Muldrow body, strong. My body's my body's a different body. I'm not a Muldrow body. I married a Muldrow. My body is a Byars, a McGriff Hauser body, more like the Hausers. They're thinner. But my God, just seeing her and her choices, her timing, her understanding of things, it's just been fun to be with an 18-year-old like that, with a mind that fires like that. She's already known by more people than I know in the world, period.
Because you paved the way.
But it's been so wonderful to follow the thread, because sometimes when things happen and we're stuck in the moment, we can't see what's going to happen in the next window. We're just in what happened, the way it happened, But man, when I consider my birth, and I know when I came through, shoot, I know I look different. I looked different, and I was loved. I was loved. I was loved. And I think if we can love, we can make it through.
Yes.
If we can love, we can make it through. And she's 18, man. And, coming through, it's hard when you're a biracial kid. It's really difficult on a lot of levels. And she is bad mama jamma. I was like, look at her. So we just have the same kind of taste and everything. We have a good time together. Great sense of humor. So here's a shout out to Gail, her mom, who's in Florida, and Stephen, her father, who's coming down from Northern California tomorrow, and because she's a great kid, man. Young lady now. She's not a kid anymore. She's bigger than me, taller than me. Stronger. That's really deep. How we grow and we become who we are. And then we get to see these other people. And even if you don't have any children, what I'm talking about. You can't not know some young people somewhere in your life. Right. Now, everybody didn't come to have kids. It's not necessary for everybody to have a child. No, some folk who got children, I wonder if it was necessary for them to have them. But keep on moving. It's like, it's like, but for those of us who can see, it's like the thing about kids is like you get more indications that you're getting older with kids. Because they're there. And then they say stuff like you say to your dad, "Dad, let me do that for you." Let me do that. I can, Hey, there was a lady that was talking to her, I guess it was her mother in the nail shop. I'm going like, why are you talking to her so hard? And the woman was up in years, But I was just listening to the way the lady was talking to the lady. I'm going like, wow. That I don't know. Some people are not conscious of the fact that they're talking to an older person, to somebody who has walked this planet for some years, And I'm helping to raise my nephew, K.S. Lovelace. Yeah. We dial in, man. We go hard, especially on this thread. The people who are in it here, we didn't come here just to, have life abundantly for ourselves. Well, I came to have life and have it more abundantly. I got my annuities in place. I have this account. I have this real estate. You better share some, and just help somebody.
Yes.
I like those 5 stages I talked about last week. That the monk, remember the monk? He says this is 5 spiritual practice in 5 steps. And I think step number 4 was like generation giving and creating opportunities for people to give to him. But because they would go out with their bowls, and people would give, and they take that money and they take that food and share it and eat and whatever, But if you have enough, it's like it's great to give.
Yeah.
There was a woman that I read from Sister, I think her name was Landron, who said that giving is it came up in her spiritual practice too. That every day we give something. Every day. People on the thread, what did you give today? No, we're not saying a smile. Okay, that counts. Giving a smile counts. Giving a smile counts. Okay, because giving a smile, it counts. Having the time to take a phone call when somebody's having, but giving some money really helps a whole lot. Who gave money to somebody today? Anybody share anything today?
I'm sure they did.
Man, I gave money to Habitat for Humanity. Support to a friend who is experiencing anxiety. That's beautiful. And it's just important to learn how to receive. That's right. Because sometimes we know how to give, but we don't know how to receive when somebody's giving. I tell you what, when I went to the post office box today, man, it was raining down, rain down on me. Rain down on me. It was raining down. It was so much mail there. So many cards and beautiful letters that people are writing. Wake up over there, Jeff. Okay. Jeff gave me a card and a beautiful plant. For those of you who don't know, my birthday is Sunday.
10-10.
This is one of the first cards I've read. It said, sassy, classy, and just a little bit badassy.
Oh, nice.
That's our beloved Jeff.
Really?
Have that kind of birthday. Yes. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate my beautiful plant. It looks really pretty. Yeah, I love it. Sue Lingle, you'll help me keep it alive. Thank you. Because these plants, those kinds of plants, other plants I do pretty good with. I sent in my tithe too. I got it today, Maxine, girl. Thank you. I have to school fundraise. Well, hey, praise God. That's a good use of your time. Food to a homeless person, and they said it made their day. Rick, didn't it feel so good to give that? Didn't it feel good to give that? Yeah, thank you for sharing the ways that you give. And, I'm just seeing how just a little bit, something that nobody asked me for, just to, go like, bang, here's a gift. I'm thinking of you. Bam. And now with all the electronic giving, those of you who do that, some people don't do that, it makes it really easy to give, easier than it used to be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. So this coming Sunday, if you're in the Los Angeles area, we will be celebrating a very extraordinary occasion. And my birthday falls on Sunday because I got it like that. The universe takes care of me. So no, for real. It's this coming Sunday. And we're going to do it outside in the park at Playa Vista. In Playa Vista, the park is in Playa Vista, and the name of the park is Central Park East. Okay, I believe it's, get it right, Ricky, 5710. I believe it's 5710 Central Park East. Crescent Park East. I'm in New York City. Girl, it's do it no more. I can't slap my own face.
No,
I can't do it no more Wednesday. I can't do that. I can't talk about myself. It's Crescent Park East. 5710 Crescent Park East. Come on with it, Dorothy James. And we began at 10 o'clock, and the devotional ends at 12, but we continue the party till 1:30. So come on and come on out and party with us. It's going to be, celebrate with us. It will be a devotional. We will be singing songs about God. And we will be singing, we're just going to be having a great time out there. I believe there's enough parking for everybody. Bring your blankets, bring your chairs, bring your bottled water. Try not to bring no plastic if you can help it. Just in honor of me. Would y'all just not bring no plastic on Sunday? Just don't do it. Somebody told me they don't even allow plastic in Sweden. They just stopped it. They just stopped it. They go like, hey, this kills us. So we're not going to do that. This is killing the planet. We ain't going to do it. We do paper, we do glass, we do stuff like that, but we're not doing plastic. America, just don't want to do right. And it's so easy to drink from a plastic bottle. But when I was a little girl, there were no plastic bottles. So it's probably easier for me to go back to that because I don't want to call myself old as dirt. I ain't going to call that. But I've been around the block a few times. Y'all remember you don't know nothing about this whippersnapper, but remember when they used to bring the milk to your front door?
I know about that. They did that in the UK. The milkman. You know, that's how some babies made it to the planet. Through the milkman.
You remember the milk? What you know about the milkman?
I know about the milkman. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Next to my mama, the milkman was my favorite person. And sometimes they bring chocolate milk. Y'all remember the chocolate milk they bring in the bottles? You know, they were not bringing nothing in plastic. They weren't using plastic for anything. And then came the great idea about plastic. I know the girl's father who made plastic bags. I know a girl's father who's president of Monsanto. You know, it's just, these people weren't always those people. Plastic didn't always exist, and neither was genetically modified food. But we get to make a choice these days. And, you know, so when you come on Sunday, do your best and not, if you can, just leave the plastic at home and come in, just be with me. Just be with me. Deliver me today.
Lana said 70
looks good on me. Thank you, Lona Elias. I ain't there yet. I'm still 69, baby.
Well, you're making your way. 70 years ago, you were making your way.
Baby.
You're like,
I'm going to have swag. Hey, yeah. Whippersnapper, a man that brings... What'd she say? And a man that brings milk to the house. I got to Google all of this. I'm lost.
Really, Kimberly, stop playing.
She don't know what whippersnapper means. Whippersnapper means a young man, young person. A young whippersnapper. That's what that's called.
Speaking of Google.
But she's going to have to bring milk, and the man that brings milk to the house. Oh, deliver me today. In all things, deliver me. Oh, who am I? You might say that I am your integrity. So consider me today. In all things, consider me. Oh, who am I? You might say that I am yours. Oh, who am I? You might say that I am yours. The sweetest song embraced in love, the ebb of what can never leave. The flow, the balance truly comes as you deliver me. In all things, deliver me. Who am I? You might say that I am yours eternally. So consider me today. In all things, consider me. Who am I? You might say that I am yours. Who am I? You might say that I am yours. Betrayal lives in yesterday. That winds of change will turn around. Love will spring, for love abounds when you deliver me. Hey! Well, who am I? You might say that I am your integrity. So consider me today. In all things, consider me. Who am I? You might say that I am yours. Who am I? You might say that I am yours. Who am I? You might say that I am yours. I was walking asleep, dreaming I was awake. This world confused me and led me astray. Yes, it led me astray. What could I be was spinning around till I finally found that part of me that was always free. Now I am here for my God to reveal what was said in the beginning. Yes, I am. I am here for my God to reveal what was said in the beginning. If you're walking asleep, pulled by the weight of this world, so turned around till it's hard to discern what is up, what is down. Stand still and be your own salvation. You are a child, every one of you, of God's creation. You are the light of the world, God in the flesh. So we are. And as you awake, you must confess, I am here for my God to reveal what was said in the beginning. Yes, I am. I am here for my God to reveal what was said in the beginning. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, God. Oh yes, in the beginning, God. Ah. Yes. I need to sing. You know what? Mama Rickie need to move that song down a key. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I'm gonna sound so good on this, in this key. I'll be vain if if you're walking asleep, pulled by the weight of this world, so turned around till it's hard to discern what is up, hey, or what is down. Oh, stand still and be your own salvation. You are a child, yay, of God's creation. You're the light of the world. Yes, you are. You are God in the flesh. And as you awake, oh, you must confess, I am here for my God to reveal what was said in the beginning. start to reveal what was said in the beginning. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, oh God. In the beginning, God. Yeah. Yeah. Just put on some support stockings. Help those legs out. Lower that key a little bit. Sometimes, you got to make changes and adjustments. And tonight, that song is too high for me. In the old key. I sang that song in that key like 29 years ago. Isn't that interesting?
But I'm willing to bet you.
Yes, I will. I can do it in that key if I'm standing up.
I'm saying that I doubt maybe, but I doubt if anybody was listening saying, that key's too high.
No, you weren't saying it. Rickie was saying it while she's singing it. Because like it's like a dress. When you got to do all these different kind of things to hide this and this, just get another dress. Just let it out.
I understand.
Change it out. Put a belt. Put a scarf around it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make adjustments as things shift and change. And feel good about it. Get creative with the time that we have. We don't have to do it like we did it because we did it like we did it.
Right.
We can change that.
Moving with the gap, with the space.
Yeah.
Let the space inform a new reality.
Well, that is what you said earlier. You said we got to make space for the space.
For the space. That's right.
Make space for the space. So thank you guys for joining us.
Before we go, there is a question. Are you going to stream? Are you streaming in celebration on Sunday?
We're streaming the devotional on Sunday.
Okay. So what about after the devotion, though?
We'll stream some of it. Stay tuned to see. Depends on.
I laugh sometimes at some of the things that you say because I feel like I hear what you ain't saying. So sometimes you say something and I bust out laughing. And people say, "What is he laughing at?" Because I'm hearing the rest of the conversation.
But we will be We'll be live streaming as much of it as we can. And if it breaks up, and if for any reason it breaks up, don't worry about it. We're going to stream the whole thing afterwards. So if it breaks up, we don't want to stop and start over again. We're just going to keep going, and then you'll find it afterwards. But it's going to be a great celebration, just because we really know how to do it. We do it every Sunday, and we just really enjoy just being raised by the Spirit. We say we're raising the Spirit. No, the Spirit is raising us. Yes. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. This has been so good for my soul. I hope it was good for you.
Yes. And happy birthday to all the Libras. And Reese's birthday is this Friday.
Reese, your birthday is this Friday? Well, then we're going to have rehearsal on Friday, Reese.
Okay.
So we can celebrate you. And who else is on Thursday?
I don't know.
Libras there are a bunch of Libras because we're the babies for New Year's Eve. Babies.
Yeah, y'all bring balance to life. Sometimes you're like, whoa, okay, y'all going too deep.
Yeah.
So I can't argue with Libras. Y'all just take them to different places.
Well, you know what? I found recently that I have a whole lot more Pisces than I knew. Some Libra, but I got a bunch of Pisces running through me. And so, but anyway, we're going into some other areas here, and we need to be shutting down the house. Hey, you guys be blessed. Remember to breathe, and remember who you are and whose you are, who's got you all the time. We love you. We appreciate you. I'm so glad that you joined us this evening. And thank you for showing up for Soul Fulfilling. God bless you, Life Coach Ade, your dad, in your journey to London tomorrow. This morning, we are holding you in prayer.
Thank you.
And Jeff News, thank you. Ashe, peace.